to better themselves. This is Isaac Schwab with GVTV, wishing you a pleasant day.
I'm Beth Ehlers with GVTV. Today I have American Honeybee Princess from Plano, Texas with me. Allison Adams, can you explain to me a little bit about how you get that title?
Absolutely. It was through very much a process similar to a job interview, where I was evaluated based on my knowledge of beekeeping and my communication skills. As a beekeeper myself with 4 hives, I had a good background behind me. One of the things I find most interesting about beekeeping I didn't know before was the wide variety of products that we get from the beehive, not just honey.
So do you yourself consume all of that wide variety of products?
I do, yes.
Can you tell me some of the differences that is out there for people to buy?
Absolutely. You can find many of the hive products. In addition to honey, a wide variety of honeys, you can also find propolis, beeswax, and pollen.
And what would you go about doing with all those different products besides honey?
Right. The pollen can be used as a protein and mineral supplement, just as the bees in the hive use it. It's used in the hive to feed the young bees as their source of protein. The propolis is used as a medicine, either externally or internally, and the beeswax is a fascinating product used in candles, lip balms, cosmetics, and the pollen, that I mentioned is also used in pollination by the bees, which is the most important thing.
Okay, so the items that you're talking about that are used as a form of medicine, topically and internally, can those be purchased in any, like GNC store and things like that?
Oftentimes, health food stores will carry those.
Okay.
Or a farmer's market is a good place to look. Getting in touch with local beekeepers is one of the best ways to do that. You can find beekeepers online or find beekeeping associations in your area to find beekeepers, whether small scale or commercial, that can help direct you to those products.
Okay, so you do beekeeping yourself as well.
I do, yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you do, and do you produce some of those things for yourself?
I do, yes. I'm a beekeeper, a small-scale beekeeper. I have 4 hives, and we produce, the bees, that is, produce honey and beeswax also. We're beginning to collect. As we harvest the honey every year, we have beeswax left, clean beeswax to use. Something I'd like to try next are lip balms. It's a wonderful cosmetic ingredient, along with the honey as well.
So what goes into what do you add to the beeswax to make it into a lip balm, or is it just strictly just the beeswax?
Beeswax lip balm is a little bit more than beeswax, still a very simple recipe. Beeswax, some oils, and fragrance, if you like, is all that's needed.
Wow, that sounds really interesting. Some fun stuff you can maybe make at home yourself.
Absolutely.
So if someone was interested in getting into beekeeping, how would they go about that?
I would recommend looking for a local beekeeping association, and you can look on the internet for that to find one in your area, and beekeepers are very happy to help others get involved. So to visit a monthly meeting that a beekeeping association has, and also in the meantime trying some honey recipes yourself, whether for using honey in the kitchen or out of it.
So what's a way you can use honey outside of the kitchen then?
Well, one of my favorite ways to use honey outside of the kitchen is as an application for cuts and scrapes. For minor cuts, scrapes, or burns, applying a little bit of honey to the area and then bandaging it has proved over time and is still now a very effective way to heal.
That's interesting. I had never heard that before. So we have with us here, we can go over these quickly. Could you explain to me, what are the difference between these and for the cuts and things like that, which one would be the best source to use for that?
Well, here we have a variety of honeys. These are all pure honey. To apply on a cut or scrape, I would go with a liquid honey, either the dark or light honey. These two are more of an unusual, unique way to eat honey. This is comb honey, just as it comes out of the hive. It hasn't been removed from the beeswax cells. The beeswax is edible, and these two are a very good example of the difference that exists between honeys and colors, which depends on the flowers that they came from.
That's very interesting. I think there's a lot of people that don't know this, as well as myself too, that would like to start experimenting more with some of that stuff. So thank you for all your information.
Oh, thank you.
I have been with Allison Adams, and this is Beth Ehlers with GVTV.